Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Watch Your Films video. In today's video, I'm going to show you my first try, first attempt, first look at this new Malrik's Hall of Illusion, right? I'm not going to go to read all of the information over here or the information over here and whatnot. I'm just going to straight up show you the team that I used, and after that I'm going to manually do another one because now I kind of know a little bit more of what I need to do. But this one is pretty straightforward. As you go into the fight, you have one of these keys that you used, right? It kind of gives you some slight variation of what's happening. It's kind of like, you know, you get stronger opponents, you get some other stuff that happens in there that you need to keep an eye on. So I guess all of these will have maybe some different types of fights. But I pre-recorded my fight where I used one of the first ones that we had, right? It's one of the first keystones, and I think I used that one that says gives us the Priestess of Rain. You click, pretty much insert it, then you challenge, it shows you over there what you can do, right? And then it says, like, make sure that, you know, you cannot quit mid the battle. Once you start this, you're gonna lock it in, the damage is gonna happen. If you quit mid-battle, you're only gonna get that, you know, that specific damage. So definitely keep an eye on that, because you do not want to waste these attempts. Don't do them if you know that you might need to run. Now, I kind of went through the champion selection. I looked at the kits and stuff, but let me actually show you exactly the one, because I think actually, yep, I loaded the wrong one. So this is the one I actually continued. Something happened in the meantime. Kind of looked through their kits, but I went and chose the team, and I kind of went with this one, right? This one over here. But one thing I'm going to tell you now is this was a little bit of a mistake. Obviously, should have just looked at the map that's over there behind me, right? This little map over there kind of shows you the fact that, well, there's only 3 platforms available. So I kind of went with 1, 2, 3, 4. I went with 5 ranged units. That's not ideal. That wasn't the best, but you know what? I locked it in. I said, let me try. But obviously, you want to only bring 3 of them, right? 3 platform units, 1 that can self-sustain at the top is what I've noticed. Then obviously here can be a booster, and in here another range one. Maybe that's a different kind of you know, a different kind of way that they look. I kind of like tried and looked around, but I pretty much just set it with Silas over there. Then I went with the Outchan, then I put Numera. I went with, you know what, this is where they come first. I went with my strongest over there. Obviously, the first wave we killed pretty easy. Then the second one slowly starting, and, you know, they keep coming. These are the ones that, you know what, I did not have difficulty doing damage, right? Like, I don't know, maybe there's going to be some higher difficulties once we get some of those higher keystones that we can get, which, you know what, from what I've seen, I farmed some gear dungeon, gear raid 2, and I saw that I got 1 that dropped. I've not personally looked too much to see how exactly we can, you know, how many you can get, how many you can farm, where do they drop and whatnot, but pretty much it just, you know, went in there, let's see what's happening. This is kind of, like I said, a first look video. Then at the top, I just threw in their Lunaria, I put my Volca in the back, and then with, what's his name, with Oleg as a tank. And then I kept trying to place them, like, oh wait, there's no more spots, I cannot place them anymore, what am I gonna do? So pretty much I just went with what I had. I started casting some ults. I'm not gonna lie, this looked pretty easy, right? Apart from like the fact that I placed the wrong stuff. Again, now that I know, now that I see what's happening, I can get myself better prepared. But just does not seem that difficult. Seems pretty easy to do. Again, at the top, you know, I should have focused all of these strong team at the top, because I saw that at the top they come more. I don't think this changes. I'm gonna do a run. You know what, let's do a run. Let me just show you pretty much what happens. Then the tanky ones come, then more come, and then eventually my Volca like gets killed, and some pass through because I did not place the right stuff. So apart from that, you see at the bottom it looked pretty easy. It did not seem like it was, you know, any difficulty to me at all. Slowly went through there, and then I just pretty much cleared all of it. I realized I just had to place somebody to focus that way to that way to the boss, to those priestesses, to kill them, and that was about it. But you know, this was pretty good. Then it kind of like opens the rewards. It's like, you know what, more core hammers, more of the legendary skill crystals, plus a gem. I'll take it, right? It's not too bad. I guess, you know what, let's just do another run. Let me use this one that I got from farming. Let's try this again. Oh, this one looks like a high rewards as well. I'll take it. Even nicer. Let's go again, and let me actually this time let me bring the proper team. So I'm gonna keep the ones at the top. I'm gonna keep I'm not gonna keep her. I'm gonna keep the Outchan. I'm gonna focus more with my ground units. So let's go with the fighters, I guess. Let me throw in Valdoran. Let me throw in Ardea. Obviously, somebody like an Ardea, somebody like a Valk, somebody like an Eris. From the way that I've seen them, they're going to be really powerful because you can place them at the bottom and they cover the whole tile. I'm just going to show you exactly what I mean after I jump into this. Well, let me see. So I have 1 platform unit, I have spots for 2 more. Let's see, 1 tank, 2 tanks. What's the other platform unit they want to bring? I guess I can bring an Elowen for some healing, right? And go from there and we'll see what happens. So yeah, Diao-chan, Elowen, and then Silas. Those are all my units. Let's go ahead and let's see what happens. Let's see. Now that I know what's happening, can I do better or am I gonna just screw it up again? It might happen. So because I see the way that they're coming, I can play something like an Ardea. See, like I said, something like an Eris and like a Valk. I think Eris needs to be A1. You can place like this. Then I can place my no, I don't want Numera. Actually, I do not. Let's place Valdoran. Yep, let me place her, and then let's place Valdoran behind, and let's just put Torodor as a tank. So this one looks a lot easier, a lot better. Then somebody like a Silas, for example, without a Lord, he's not gonna cover all the way there. But if you place him over here, same thing, not gonna cover. So what I can do is let me swap her over. I'm gonna put my Elowen up here, and then I guess I can put my Silas to cover this side, right? I don't have the extended range, but let's put Numera at the top. There we go, Numera, and then let's put what's her name, Elowen. The cool thing obviously with an Elowen is if you do have her, she brings that wisp that you can have as another healer, right? Just helps to have a second type healer. So let's see, she covers several ones. Then we can put Volkan there, and then we're gonna have what's his name, Olag, tanking it in the front. Hopefully she doesn't die, right? I don't think there's anything that says that we take damage. I might not even need Olag, right? I can just go ham, but I guess I'm gonna put Olag just to be safe, and then I'm gonna put Sun Wukong over here to hit, because it doesn't seem like we get hit, just like this one. Okay, once he starts rolling, let's see how does it look, because again, this was the first try. Okay, so he goes and hits into your tank. Did not seem difficult at all, so just still seems pretty easy, still, you know, not difficult. It's like, I don't know, maybe I have 2 OP champs, but again, keep in mind, my account's what? I've been free to play for like 4 months. I think I barely hit the 5-month mark, so, you know, it's not that difficult, right? They come in, they hit into him, he's doing pretty okay. Can just throw in the wisp to heal. If I don't have the wisp, I could just swap my Diao-chan's form into the healing one just to heal and would be good to go. If you don't have the Diao-chan but you have Dolores just straight up gonna heal. Let's go over here and kill them. Let's see, boom, boom. There we go, pretty easy, right? This just looks pretty easy. Doesn't look like there's much too difficult, too much difficulty over here. It seems pretty straightforward. So I know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this fight is easy? Do you think it's strong? Where are you at in the game if you think that this fight is hard? Because like I said, for me, it just seems pretty doable, right? It seems like I don't see anything that gives me a level of difficulty. No, you know, there's nowhere near any issues of me dying. Just throwing that in there again. If I don't want to do that, I can just swap Diao-chan. She can bring some healing, then swap her back into the attack phase. I could even just click full auto and let it rip, right? And I should be able to kill everything. I guess let's come back at the end to see what reward we get from this one, and then, you know, pretty much wrap it up. So yeah, there we go. Job done, complete. Nothing passed through. Everything looked easy. Let's open and let's see what we get. Okay, we got another one of the same one, augmentation gem, and then a few more extra rewards. You know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's some extra free stuff to do. It's some extra cool rewards. Obviously, there's like, you know, those gems and whatnot. So that's going to be interesting to see once more of them roll out. But I'm not going to make a guide specific on that because, well, it's easier to just watch one of those guides on people that have, you know, access to the test server. They've seen more of them. They've used more of them. Plus, you can always go and watch Susie, my wife, that does a good breakdown of all of these types of things. But let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you think that this area, Malrik's Halls of Illusion, do you think it's a hard piece of content? Do you think it's not? Do you enjoy it or not? I think that it's pretty fun. It's really cool. That's, you know, new content, and it does bring some really fun stuff to the game with those new gemstones and whatnot. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at this for today. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Hell hath no fury like a mother's